name is Timothy Russell. I'm president of Estate Planners of Arkansas. Estate planning is simply saying where you want your assets to go when you pass away. So the word estate, it has multiple meanings, but in the end it just comes down to an asset. So it might be a bank account, it might be investment account, it might be a piece of real estate, and it might be worth $10,000 or $10 million. It's still your estate. And it's typically used in conjunction with someone passing away. So there's a probate estate, that's the assets that go through the probate process when you pass away. There's living trust estate, those are assets that get passed to your heirs through the living trust. So the estate word just generally means some asset that you have. And regardless of the value, if you want to say where that asset is going to go when you pass away, then you need to do some type of estate planning. It might be a will, it might be a living trust, it might be adding someone on as joint ownership, it might be adding someone onto an account as a POD that's payable upon death, or adding someone on an investment account as joint ownership with right of survivorship. That's called a TOD, transferable upon death. All of these different ways have advantages and they all have disadvantages. If you go to an estate planning attorney, you tell them what they want, then they can walk you through this process. Here's one way, here's the good and bad. Here's another way, here's the good and bad. He understands your family situation, he understands what you want to happen, he understands your concerns that you have with this child. So in an initial meeting with an estate planning attorney, he's going to understand what you want to do with each one of those, and then he can design a plan that fits you. So there's no one plan that's going to fit everyone. Estate planning is important because if you don't do it, then state law is going to say where your assets go, and that might be the worst thing in the world that could happen. A person should start thinking about estate planning as soon as they have some asset that they want to decide where it's going to go when they pass away. For a young couple, for example, when they have a child, definitely they should start doing estate planning, because in Arkansas, you have to have a will to appoint a guardian for your child. That's who's going to raise them and feed them breakfast every morning, get them to school, and be in charge of the money. If the parents don't set that out in a will, then a judge that they don't know, their child doesn't know, the other families don't know, will be making a decision. Probably 50 plus is when they will start thinking about doing it. I have clients that are younger than that. Generally, these life triggers that occur to make people want to do it, like a death of a loved one, then that's typically when they're going to do it. I can't think of a single one that didn't say to me when we finished the process, "I'm so glad we got that handled." Because people are living decades worrying about what's going to happen to their estate plan, and for various reasons they don't get it done. So if you're laying awake at bed at night thinking about this, if it's something you worry about, then it's time to do it, because you get it settled, you get it done, and then there's a huge relief.